Hello, everybody. Good morning. Let me bring myself onto the big screen. So, welcome. It's Thursday. So, do not adjust your sets. It is Thursday. It's not Friday. I used to do a quiz on a Friday, but I am going to be busy tomorrow morning doing something else. So, that's why I usually come on the day before if I can't make the Friday. Okay. So, today we're going to do a general quiz. Let me just check how the connection is. Let me just bring up this a second. I don't know what's going on. 1 minute, guys. I've pressed the wrong one. Let's get rid of this. Let me just sort the screen out first. 1 moment, guys. Let me bring myself on the screen. There we go, that's better. So what I'm going to do is, if you don't know the rules by now, we can't believe we're on quiz 40 already. We're going to do probably 20 questions. Try and get through the rest of the general knowledge questions. I've got general knowledge. I've got world geography, literature, language and art, history and fashion, and pop culture and music. Now, we did touch on these on the quiz 39. So I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds just to let people come in. Do get yourself a piece of paper and a pen and jot your answers down. We did have, I let you off on the last quiz because there were a few people that were putting the answers in the chat. That's fine, but do that at the end when I'm going through the answers, okay? But whilst we're going through the questions, I put the questions into the chat box. So just keep your answers on a piece of paper, or if you just to yourself, and then when we go through the answers, you can then pop them in the chat box, okay? And that way, just even if you're watching on the replay, if you're watching me on the replay, you'll probably see the answers anyway at the bottom. But just scrolling, you can see all the questions without having to watch the broadcast, okay? So, and I do display them on the screen. If you're watching me on YouTube, please download the HAPS app, HAPPS.TV, or you can go onto the desktop and watch this broadcast from there, but make sure to subscribe. So give me a follow. It's Aidan Leeds. So my name's Aidan and I live in Leeds. I just put the two together. So if you're wondering where my name came from, and hit the subscribe button. You can share out this broadcast if you really like it. You can also send awards, which is the best thing about HAPS that I really like. So if you get free coins just for signing up. It's not going to cost you anything to sign up. You get free coin which you can give to your favorite broadcasters. And then if you want to buy coins to give to other broadcasters, even though you get them anyway for doing other tasks on the, like filling your profile out, going live so many times, watching broadcasts and things like that. You do get coins for that as well, but make sure to buy them online if you're in the UK, and you get them actually on the website than on the app, because there is a little bit of a price difference on there, which I think is being sorted out. But anyway, so I've been told. Okay, so let's make a start then. So if you're watching this on the replay, welcome. And thank you for all the awards if you're sending any awards to me. So let's start then. I've got my coffee, should say, just normal quick coffee today. So question number 1 then is going to be a general knowledge question. Are we ready? Let me know in the chat box if we're ready. And your first question is, so if you're wondering why I'm on at this time, if you're watching me live and you haven't commented, give me a reaction. But if you're wondering why I'm on early, I'm just testing out different times of the morning to see how we do. So weak link, thanks for coming in. Yep, I'm watching me on Twitch. Make sure to come on to HAPS, download the app and give me a follow. This is in the chat box, please. So question number 1 then, everybody. No block anybody. If that does happen and I ask you a few times, I'm not saying you're going to do that. I'll block you, and I'll probably block you for like a month or something, and that stops you from watching all my broadcasts, not just this one, okay? So question number 1, everyone. How many days, okay, does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun? Nice easy one for a Thursday. How many days does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun? That is your question number 1. Question number 2. Don't put any answers in the comments, please. You're on your first warning. Question number 2. Okay, which of the following empires had no written language? And your options are the Incan, the Aztec, the Egyptian, or the Roman. So keep your answers to yourself. So no answers in the chat box, please. Not until we finish the quiz. I will tell you when to put your answers in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, you're now on your second warning because I've told you the rules 3 times now. Okay. Question number 3. Okay. You're good? Okay. Are we good? Just to check. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Question number 3. Okay. Let's finish these. Yeah. We'll finish off all the categories because I've not got many questions left. So question number 3. Okay. Until 1923, what was the Turkish city of Istanbul called? So question number 3, until 1923, what was the Turkish city of Istanbul called? Okay, so have a think. Okay, and question number 4. Okay. Name the largest, not the highest, but the mountain in the world. So number 4, name for me the largest, not the highest, mountain range in the world. Just having a few technical issues. Let me just move my... For some reason it's not letting me... Oh, have I frozen? I've frozen, haven't I? Am I back? Am I back? 1 second. I'll give it a few seconds. Should be. I don't mean this out of any, hatred or anything like that, but I've given you 3 warnings and you're still putting the answer in the chat box, and I've told you not to. So do not put the answers in the chat box. You will be getting blocked if you do it one more time. You don't have to be here, and I have followed. I've told you 4 times. I don't understand why you're not understanding what I'm telling you. Whether you don't speak English is another matter, but we won't go there. Okay, are we fine now? I'm not trying to be nasty in any way. I've told you and I've given you a warning. Okay. Right, question number 5. Let's get back to the quiz. I feel like when I'm at school, we used to have these people in the classroom who would just cause disruption for everybody else, and it's not fair on the other people. So you're on your last warning. You'll be blocked if you carry on this way, okay? Number 5. Thank you. Number 5. Where is the lowest natural place on planet Earth? So question number 5. Where, we're looking for a place. Where is the lowest natural place on planet Earth? How low in meters it is. So you can have a guess of how many meters below the natural place. So bear with me 1 second, everybody. You just have to bear with me 1 minute. Just having technical issues. Hello, Justin. Thanks for coming in. Okay. Well, I don't usually come live. I'm actually in the wrong category anyway, so here you don't have to. That's entirely up to you. I come live on Twitch as a bonus, not actually as a, I don't have to use Twitch in any way. If you're watching me now, you can leave. Or I can make it much easier and just do this. Bye. See, this is a problem. They'll probably find another way of coming round. but sorry about that. Casting on hats, and you've got Twitch. As if this is just a river. Either, so move my phone up. Fingers crossed. So name for me the longest river in the world. So that is question number 6. A lot of geography questions, isn't there, today? We might finish this quiz off, so there might be more than 20 questions. So we'll see what happens for the the trolls. Okay. Now some of these I've done before. Let me just check I've not. Okay. Right. Next question, everybody. Okay. Question number 7. Question number 7. We're getting there. Okay. Which famous graffiti artist comes from Bristol? Which famous graffiti artist comes from Bristol? And it's not my granddad, no. My granddad was born in Bristol, but it's not. It wasn't him. Okay, so we're on language, literature, and art. If you've not already guessed. Okay, and question number 8. They've taken my rhythm away from me. That's what I hate about these trolls. They just come in and just disrupt things. It's madness, isn't it? Question number 8. Norwegian artist Edvard Munch is famous for painting which iconic piece? So Norwegian artist Edvard Munch is famous for painting which iconic piece? Now I thought something else then, but it wasn't that one. And question number 9. Oh, for some reason. Oh, okay, it's working. Number 9. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome? So question number 9. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome? Okay, and now we're going to move to history and fashion. Okay, so question number 10. When was the first issue of Vogue, which is a magazine, when was the first issue of Vogue published? Was it 1892, 1960, or the year 2000? So when was the first issue of Vogue published? Was it 1892, 1960, or the year 2000? Okay. And now we're going to go on to pop culture and music. Okay, 2 points up for grabs for number 11. Okay. Okay, question 11. Dina should know this. What is the all-time most streamed song on Spotify to date? I don't know if this has changed, but I'm guessing this was written maybe 2 years ago, this quiz. So not this one I'm doing now, the one that I'm taking it from. Don't tell anybody. But what is the all-time most streamed song on Spotify to date? I was going to give you a clue, but I'm not going to. The only clue I gave you was Dina might know it. So if you watch my broadcasts and Dina comes in, or whenever we play music, well, we used to play music, she would request a song. What is that song? Yeah, so that is to date. Okay. Another music question for you. Number 12. Okay, what was the most streamed album on Spotify in 2019? Now, you might be watching this quiz in the future because there might be, history, digital technology is going to be around forever unless the world's completely without technology. Who knows what could happen? But if you're watching this in the future, Spotify is like a streaming music platform where you can play music. And as to date, I think the boss of Spotify, or the owner of Spotify, is wanting to buy the Arsenal Football Club in the UK, in England, in London. So as I currently speak, that might be going through today, next couple of days. So that's number 12, question 13. So that was what was the most streamed album on Spotify in 2019. Question number 13. I'm still getting over these trolls. You're probably watching me now thinking, oh, what can I get away with? Not a lot, I'm afraid. Number 13. Okay, how many keys does a classic piano have? So how many keys does a classic piano have? Now, Jilly, if you're watching this, Jilly Bean Music, go and follow her, everybody. Jilly Bean with a G. Jilly Bean Music, go and follow her on Twitch. You can follow her. She's on Haps. I think she may come back to Haps one day, but give her a follow on Instagram as well. It would mean a lot. Very, very good pianist. Very good artist. Wrote her own songs. Obviously, there's lots of different musicians on here. Emmy Rich is another one you should follow. And Amber Lynn on Haps. Amber Lynn on Haps. Oh, Sunday mornings I wake up and I'm listening to her. She's amazing. So many great talented broadcasters on here. Okay, now another music question. I know I'm shouting out to everybody today. Question 14. Sorry guys, you come for the quiz and you came me rambling on. Number 14. Okay. Which famous American pop band was originally called Kara's Flowers? Which famous American pop band was originally called Kara's Flowers? I kind of thought that when I was listening. I just seen the answer. I kind of thought that. First of all, I thought I knew they were American, but I wasn't sure. That was question 14. Okay, we're going to carry on. We're now going to go into sport. Okay, we're now going to go into sport. So question number 15. Okay, 1 second. Just taking a long time to paste my question today. There we go. Question 15. Which driver has won the most Formula One championships? So which driver has won the most Formula One championships? I don't think this has changed. Let me just check when this quiz was written. This quiz was written, oh, actually, it was only written this month. So yeah, this is actually all accurate. Unless they copied it from somewhere else as well, who knows? So which driver has won the most Formula One championships? And question number 16. Flying through these today. Okay. Who is the third, looking for the third, on the all-time list of female tennis Grand Slam champions? So number 16, who is third on the all-time list of female tennis Grand Slam champions? And question number 17. We might do 25 questions today. Why not, if I've got enough. Number 17. What was the clothing company Nike originally called? So what was the clothing company Nike originally called? Pop that on the screen. So what was the clothing company Nike originally called? Okay. And question number 18. Just running a little bit slow today. There we go. Okay, name for me Pixar's first feature-length movie. So number 18, name Pixar's first feature-length movie. And question 19. Okay. What is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends? So number 19, what is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends? I think on Monday we're going to do a TV and quiz. We'll do a TV and quiz. TV and quiz? TV and movie quiz. Maybe more TV actually, because I do like TV. And question 20. Actually, this is all the questions. Isn't that weird? Just had enough questions there as well. So, number 20. Okay, I want you to name Disney's first movie or first film. Name for me Disney's first film. They called it films then. They weren't movies as such because it was just because of the material that they used to put the images on was called film, and that's why it's called film. That's why it's called a film. If that makes any sense. There's probably half a generation that doesn't even know what a film actually is or why it was called that. Okay, so that's all your questions then. There's no more, I'm afraid. That concludes today's quiz. I'm very sorry about the trolls that have come in, and well, they weren't trolls, I don't think, at the beginning. It was more the fact that if somebody comes to them to watch a broadcast, they can either stay and be quiet when told, or they can leave. You know, if you're not going to have a laugh, you know, especially from Twitch when they don't even have a profile picture, you know, I should have blocked them straight away. So I probably won't be connected. I don't usually connect to Twitch anyway. I might even remove Twitch because not really met anybody new on there. I don't think anyone new's come from Twitch on here. So I'm just gonna just go through your questions, guys. Just make sure you're happy with your answers, and then we'll go through the answers. So now I've got a few things to tell you then this week if you're watching on the replay before Saturday. So the schedule is up for Saturday. We're doing a food Saturday, which we've done over the last 3 months. And this month is Haps Grills or Haps Chills. So you can either use that hashtag if you want. There's a post on my profile which you can check out and see all the broadcasters. I'll be coming live doing my dish at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So think New York time. And for me, that's going to be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to be making a vanilla and banana ice cream cake for the first section of the broadcast. And then the second section of the broadcast, I'm going to be grilling some, we're going to be basically just doing a brunch. So like sausages, bacon, probably have some potato fries, baked beans, maybe an egg, that sort of thing. Something really quick, but something that I can use my grill for to cook. And some maybe roasted tomatoes. We'll see what happens. So I hope they can join me for that. Loads of broadcasters then after myself. We've got just a few examples. I'm not singling out anybody, but Jay's on, Jay Opera. We have Gemma in Leeds. We've got Anne Rush in Denmark. Alexis will be coming live as well. We've got Chris, who's just recently signed up. Sarah's going to be on as well. Who else? Sorry if I've forgotten anybody. Bronx over in New York as well. There's just so many great broadcasters. So please support them all. Support us all by coming into our broadcast on Saturday throughout the day. That would be fantastic. And I can officially, in fact, I'll wait until then actually. I'll tell you what's going to be happening in July. We'll be doing the same thing again. And I'll tell you then on Saturday what, if you want to take part in July's broadcast, then just get in touch with me early and I can put you on a list. So yeah, one after the other. It's going to be a great day. So please join us for that on Saturday. So, and he's going to get the ingredients tomorrow as well. Oh dear, lots to do. Okay, so question number 1, let's go for the answers. Question number 1, how many days does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun? Nice and easy. You can put your answers in the chat now. Is there any trolls out there? You can put your answers in the chat. So the answer to question number 1, I know the answer, but I'm just double checking on the answer sheet. Where's my answer sheet gone? The answer is, of course, 365. 365. Question, the actual troll got it wrong as well. So question number 2, which of the following empires had no written language? Was it the Incan, the Aztec, the Egyptian, or the Roman? The answer was the Incan. It was the Incan Empire. Question number 3, until 1923, so nearly 100 years, what was the Turkish city of Istanbul called? Now, I think it's true that I think they're make what's his name, Erdogan, because I go to Turkey, so I've never been to Istanbul, though. I'd love to visit there one day. But I think they're building a new mosque, a huge mosque, and I think that's due to open in 2023. So that will be to coincide with 100 years of the city. Now, the answer to number 3 was, Constantinople. Constantinople. Well done if you got that right. Number 4, name the largest, not the highest, mountain range in the world. And the answer was the Andes. It was the Andes, spelled A-N-D-E-S. If you you get an extra point if you quickly write down how long it is and high it is. It is 7,000 kilometers long and 6,962 meters high. But as I say, I wasn't really looking for the highest, just the largest. Question number 5. Just reading some of the trolls' comments is ridiculous. Number 5. Where is the lowest natural place on planet Earth? So number 5, where is the lowest natural place on planet Earth? And the answer is the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench. And you got an extra point if you put how many meters, how low it is. The answer was 11,034 meters under, below ground. So 11,034 meters. The answer was the Marina Trench. Let's have a look where that is. It is actually in. It's in the Western Pacific Ocean, and it's 200 kilometers east of the Marina Islands. Doesn't tell me exactly where it is. Oh, it doesn't tell me where exactly it is. Let me just have a look on the maps very, very quickly. The Marina Trench. Let me just check. Sorry, guys, but I know you're all fascinating. It is actually okay. It's near Papua New Guinea. It's between Japan and Australia. So, or Japan and Papua New Guinea, which Papua New Guinea is just above Australia. There you go. Okay, let's go back to the quiz. Number 6. Name for me the longest river in the world. Name for me the longest river in the world. The answer is the Nile, and it's 6,650 kilometers long. 6650. Number 7. Which famous graffiti artist comes from Bristol? Which famous graffiti artist comes from Bristol? And the answer is, of course, Banksy. Spelled Banksy. Banksy. Go and check out his work if you've not seen any of his work, because what he does is he paints on the side of like buildings, but he's very political when it comes to maybe what's happening in the area or something that's happening at the time. And then usually these pieces of work, if they're on a building, bring in a lot of tourism to that place, and then whoever owns the building tends to sell them. It's all a bit strange, but then sometimes his work just vanishes. Like, I think he did one on the Tube, London Tube, and I think one of the cleaners cleaned it up by mistake. But that was the whole point, I think, to show, like, I think it proves a point that it was something to do with, money's like not worth a lot or something like that. Something about, I can't remember exactly, but go and check that out. You can find it online. Number 8. Norwegian artist Edvard Munch is famous for painting which iconic piece? And the answer was The Scream. The Scream. Number 9. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome? And the answer was Michelangelo. If you spelt it wrong, don't worry about it. But the answer to number 9, was Michelangelo. Number 10. When was the first issue of Vogue published? When was the first issue of Vogue published? The answer was 1892. 1892. And then we moved on to our music round. So number 11, what is the all-time most streamed song on Spotify to date? And the answer was Ed Sheeran, The Shape of You. So Ed Sheeran, born in Halifax in Yorkshire, just down the road, but then he went to go and live down south. Ed Sheeran, The Shape of You. Question number 12. What is the most streamed album on Spotify in 2019? So what was the most streamed album on Spotify in 2019? The answer was When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And the artist was Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. She was the one that wrote the new James Bond theme. Just so you know, if you never heard of her before. Some of you might never have heard of her. I didn't hear about her until then. Number 13, how many keys does a classic piano have? How many keys does a classic piano have? And the answer is 88. 88. Best way to remember that now is Jilly Bean Music. She brought out her album at the beginning of the year for her birthday. And she called it 88. Brilliant name for it. So 88 keys on a piano. And question number 14. Which famous American pop band was originally known as Cara's Flowers? Now, there's a clue there. I think, oh no, it's not maybe the flowers at the end. I'm just checking something, but the answer is Maroon 5. Maroon 5. And I'm just thinking, oh no, there's somebody else I'm thinking of. I was thinking of Brandon Flowers, but that's from the Killers. But it wasn't the Killers. It was Maroon 5. And question 15. Which driver has won the most Formula One championships? So which driver has won the most Formula One championships? I always know when I'm halfway through the quiz because my coffee's gone cold. We used to do them on Periscope, and I'd know when I was getting to the end, my coffee will be cold. So the answer to number 15 was Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher. Question number 16. Who is third on the all-time list of female tennis Grand Slam champions? The answer is what if you put Williams sisters, or you were thinking that, you are correct. Which Williams sister was it though? The answer was Serena Williams. And question number 17. What was the clothing company Nike originally called? What was the clothing company Nike originally called? And the answer I was looking for was Blue Ribbon Sports. Blue Ribbon Sports. Now, we had a chocolate biscuit here. I showed you, remember the other week with the biscuits challenge, like a biscuit review that I did? And Blue Ribbon is the name of a chocolate bar. That could be why maybe they changed the name, but I don't think so. But every time you have one, if you're watching in the UK, have a Blue Ribbon, just call it, I'm having a Nike chocolate bar. And I think I've heard somebody say that a long time ago as well, before they changed the name. Question number 18. Name Pixar's first feature-length movie. Name Pixar's first feature-length movie. I remember seeing this as a kid because I grew up with it. The answer was Toy Story, and it was in 1995. So I'm looking for Toy Story for the point. And question 19. What is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends? What is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends? Did you guess it? Did you guess it? It was Central Perk. Central Perk. Not Park, Perk. And your final question then of today's quiz. Name for me Disney's first film. What was Disney's first film? Did you guess it? It was Snow White, just Snow White. And if you put the year, give yourself an extra point. It was 1937. Excuse me, 1937. So during the war. It was during the war. Okay, so that would be something, won't it? You know, during this pandemic we've had, the films that have been released will sort of be equivalent to the movies that were released during the wartime, because you know, there are similarities in, you know, in a pandemic, it's global, there's lots of, obviously it's completely different, but I'm saying that because we couldn't go to a cinema, I reckon any movies that came out now during this time, well, when the cinemas have been closed and they've been streamed on Disney, buy a DVD, because it'll be a movie that was never shown at the cinema when it was released. Collector's item. Okay, so that is your quiz for the day. Sorry for this Thursday. So thank you for coming in, everybody. Mark your scores out of, I think it's 23 again, maybe 24. I'm not sure. I'll be back with you, as I say, tonight. So I'll be back on tonight at 5 p.m. British summer time. I'm going to be making a Thai meatball curry, which I've never made before, so I'm looking forward to it. It's HelloFresh, so please join me for that. Sorry, guys, just having a moment. So join me for that tonight, and then tomorrow I won't be on tomorrow. I don't think I'll be on tomorrow night, depending on what I'm cooking. I've not decided yet. But Saturday I will be on bright and early for you, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 2 p.m. British summer time. So many different time zones, isn't there? So join me then on Saturday. So if you watch the quiz, just the quiz, and you don't watch me cook, please come and join us on Saturday, because it's going to be a packed day. As I say, we've got 12 broadcasters, including myself, all coming live on the hour for 12 hours, doing chills and grills, and it's just going to be a great day overall. So I hope to see you then. If I don't see you then, I shall see you back here on Monday, and we're going to do a movie and TV quiz. We'll keep with the theme of the like Disney and stuff like that, but it'll be a mix of questions. Please join me then. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the trolls watching as well. You know, if it wasn't for the trolls, though, we can't have life, Rosie. There's got to be a balance in life, hasn't there, I suppose? But we shouldn't have to put up with the trolls either. But they're easily digested, aren't they? So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you tonight live on HAPS TV.